Hey guys, how are you going? I hope you're doing well. Remember to take a mental health break, maybe immediately after reading through or listening to this video. Just to brighten up your day a little bit. We don't want to dwell too much on the dark side of things. This is a bit of an odd case, and it does involve a sex offender, but not an actual sex offense, I think, technically. And I think I've made the decision that I'm not going to go through topics like this moving forward on this channel. I don't really want to cover child sex offense topics. I think my feeling is that it's just a little bit too unpleasant. I am interested in your thoughts on that, your feedback. If you want to comment on that, that would be appreciated. I'm just thinking it's a little bit too upsetting, too dark, and it's probably not worthwhile to report on child sex attacks, is my feeling. But I am interested in anyone's feedback. A convicted sex offender is facing charges after allegedly hiding naked in a stranger's house earlier this month while stealing items from the residents. According to the Knoxville Police Department, Daphne Crowley came home to her Knoxville apartment to find Michael Tyler Henniger, 27 years of age, this weirdo, inside her home wearing nothing but a pair of child's Nike Air Jordan shoes. Crowley, the mother, said the shoes were intended for her daughter for Christmas. NBC reports that when Crowley, the mother, arrived home, she noticed her daughter's bedroom door was closed. She began knocking until Henniger allegedly opened it and fled outside into some nearby woods. Before leaving, the suspect had allegedly put a handheld work light and a drill inside a Scooby-Doo bag. He also put a pair of children's shoes in the bag. Crowley, the mother, asked her daughter to call the police while the mother chased the intruder. When police arrived, they found Henniger, the alleged, in a wooded area close to the mother's home. Here's a quote from the mother. "I chased him with these sticks because I had to get a hold of him." Sorry, I've misread that. "I chased him with these sticks because had I got a hold of him, I would have beat him. But he ran down the street into this pathway." Tyler had the Scooby-Doo bag in possession, along with the items he allegedly took from the victim's home, in addition to toothbrushes and other items from the home. He was taken into custody and charged with aggravated burglary. I've highlighted aggravated burglary because it seems like I'm probably wrong, but it just strikes me as a bit of an odd charge. It seems like a very odd situation, perverse situation. Here's another quote. "When they found him, he had stuff I knew that I had bought and had been looking for," the mother said. "He took my grandkids' toothbrush, toothpaste, Christmas stuff that we put in stocking stuffers. He took my daughter's brand new Jordans." Yeah, it is weird. I mean, I've never burgled a house before, but if I were to burgle a house, I'd probably be looking for laptops, TVs, expensive coffee machine makers, whatever it happens to be, jewelry, cash. I'm not going to be stealing toothbrushes and toothpastes, or indeed children's shoes. So, I guess we can presume that the previously convicted sex offender, I think I've got that correct, was going to be using those items for, perverse reasons. According to Fox, Crowley said the mother said she believes that the suspect has broken into her home before. Because when they found him, they found stuff that I knew I had bought and had been looking for. Henniger, the alleged suspect, was convicted in 2014 of sexual exploitation of a minor, a 14-year-old girl, through electronics. I presume that means digitally. He also has multiple violations for failing to register as a sex offender. So I find that a very odd case. I guess if we read between the lines, he was stealing the items, allegedly stealing the items to satisfy his sexual desires. I presume that's my presumption, but it's creepy as all hell. Thankfully, there was no actual sexual crime committed. Thankfully, the police were able to apprehend the alleged suspect. I guess kudos to the mother for going and chasing after him. I mean, that involves bravery, which is important to be brave. It can be reckless to be brave, but I could not doubt how incensed she would have been for a moment. Very, very creepy story. As I say, I'm probably not going to go through too many cases like this in the future. I was going to read an article about a 7-year-old girl in Perth that had been the victim of a heinous of sexual abuse. I just don't feel that it's worthwhile covering such topics. Too dark, too upsetting, too triggering. So I think I'll be avoiding those subjects. But if anyone would like to comment in regards to that, if you think that's a good idea, bad idea, I am interested in your feedback. Indeed, if you have any feedback at all, perhaps suggesting the types of crime that I should look at, that would be great.